So I spent time with R Michel Dorfman. His last 10 years I got to know him. I moved to Eretz Yisrael, and those years I was able to spend a lot of time with him. And I also believed in his cause of raising funds to support to build the klois in Uman. So I believe that was the highest tzedakah I can do for Rebbe Nachman, because since he said that his Rosh Hashana is even higher than his Likutei Moran. There's a quote from the Rabbeinu in the book Siyach Kodesh that Rabbeinu once said that of his 3 books, the Likutei Moran, that's the lowest. After that is the burnt book, the Sefer HaNisraf, and above that is the hidden book that no one knows about. All this is discussed in the book Chaim Moran. And Rebbe Nachman said, but his Rosh Hashana being with him is greater even than the hidden book. It does tikkunim greater than that. So with that in mind, always, I was very pro supporting anything that built the kibbutz Rosh Hashana, especially the davening. So I was very supportive of the klois project, fine. And I got to know Rebbe Michel very, very well, spend time with him. He would go over a lot, the same ideas, a lot, but he had solid emunah and simplicity and straightforwardness. Like he was like a soldier, everyday nets, everyday chatzot laila, getting up at midnight, and simple devotions. Once, we had a guest from Toronto visiting the shul in Mea Shearim, and he liked very much that guest, my Rav, Rabbi Levi, who brought me to Breslov. So after the davening, and after the kiddush, and after the sipur masiyot, and after there's another dance after sipur masiyot, la 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 la. So after we finished, Reb Michel stayed behind, leaning on the bima with me and the Rav from Toronto and Rav Nosson Maimon and a few other people. And Reb Michel very much liked talking to this rabbi from Toronto. He very much liked him, had a warmth for him. And he told us, I have practica, I have experience that prayer works. He started telling the story like that. It was an amazing story. He said that when he was living outside of Moscow, Malachdovka, his wife started to complain about pains in the shoulder, and it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And she couldn't handle it anymore, so they went to do an x-ray in the hospital of Moscow, which was also connected to the University of Moscow. So it was like a facility where they trained students while the doctors were treating the patients, but also to train the students. So they did an x-ray, and they called Reb Michel on the side. They said, your wife has the machala, and we're going to have to maybe amputate her arm, and we don't know if she's going to survive. So when he heard this, he went out to cry to Hashem. He cried so much because he said, Hashem, I already have nothing. It's not like I live in the Holy Land, in a land like free people, like in America. I live in communist Russia. They took everything from me. Can't daven, can't learn, nothing. And on top of that, I'm still, they take my wife, Hashem, whatever you want, but help, I don't know what to do. And he just broke out and cried. And he continued davening like that. And they scheduled a date to do a surgery to operate, to take off her, amputate her arm. And the way it is in the medical world is before you actually do a surgery, you do another x-ray right before. There's the initial x-ray and there's another one. So, at the second x-ray, they saw that the whole growth disappeared in her arm. The cancer disappeared. And they couldn't believe it, the doctors, they couldn't accept it. Michel overheard the doctor telling the students, after showing them the before and after test of the x-rays, he said, come and see. He heard the doctor saying to students, come and see how sometimes an x-ray machine can make a mistake. They so denied Hashem's existence. But he told this story to show his emunah and how prayer, he says, I've experienced that prayer works. He said that about himself. When a broken heart is expressed, Hashem doesn't turn that down.